Greetings from Southern California. I'm sorry that I can't be with you in Bangalore this week, but my prayers are with you. When I was asked to speak about the power of partnership, it took me back to a childhood memory. In 1974, I traveled with my family to Lausanne, Switzerland, where my father was attending the International Congress on World Evangelism. I was just 12 years old at the time, but I can still remember climbing the steps of the Palais de Bangalore. I had never before seen so many different nationalities gathered together in one place, much like how I imagine it will be in Bangalore this week. At that first Lausanne Congress, the topic of partnership was nowhere on the program. Yet within 12 years, the first strategic partnership for North Africa would be launched, marking the beginning of the partnership movement, which has grown to hundreds of partnerships involving thousands of organizations across many countries. In just over one generation, dozens of language groups which previously had no indigenous church now have communities of believers numbering from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands. No period in church history has seen such breakthroughs in such a brief period of time. In many areas where these breakthroughs have occurred, evangelism and church planting were powered by an international partnership of God's people working together. Today, around the world, there are many remarkable examples of the body of Christ working in unity. Let me share with you just a few. In recent years, a partnership was launched for a North African country that has experienced new freedom as a result of the Arab Spring uprisings. Through a secure website and monthly Skype calls, this partnership is facilitating regular communication among its global partners, making it possible to coordinate relief and development, new business ventures, and the placement of ESL teachers, along with evangelism and church planting. This partnership now includes over 120 organizations which gather annually to share the miraculous stories of how God's work is taking place and how to coordinate the response of the global church as this nation opens its doors for the first time in decades. Before, there were only closed doors with very little engagement in this unreached Islamic region of the world. But now, because this partnership had formed even before the country was open, it was ready to rapidly mobilize in the face of radical changes and unexpected opportunities. A second example comes from a South Asian country with dozens of unreached people groups where over 20 agencies have banded together in a network to equip grassroots church planters to use oral communication strategies for church planting. Through storytelling, music, and drama, this network has seen 10,000 oral Bible churches planted in the last 5 years, accomplishing together what each ministry could never have accomplished independently. The network has also used oral training methods to equip new churches to start partnerships for evangelism, economic development, social conditions, and social justice. Before, mission outreach to unreached people focused on literate strategies, but now many ministries are working together to develop oral evangelism strategies for oral cultures. The result has been the rapid multiplication of churches in some of the most unreached oral cultures of the world. A final example is an alliance of over 200 organizations that have been meeting annually since 2005, connecting those using the Internet to share the gospel with Muslims. In recent years, the rapid development of Internet, digital media, and mobile technology have opened up whole new frontiers for evangelism. Dozens of organizational partnerships have been launched out of this network, and ministries from over 40 countries are sharing new technology, best practices, and coordinating Internet inquiries with personal follow-up on the ground. Before, there was little awareness of the wide diversity and potential connections among these media organizations, but now hundreds of organizations have begun to share their knowledge and resources, even developing a shared system to coordinate media inquiries with on-the-ground follow-up across different organizations. I would never have guessed in 1974 that almost 40 years later I would be speaking at a Lausanne event about the remarkable things that God has done through the power of partnership. Today there are dozens of networks and partnerships around the world that are increasingly linking like-minded ministries and individuals with others who share a common vision. It's not surprising that the dreams stirring in one person's heart are the same dreams stirring in another person's heart, since God plants His dreams in the hearts of His people, and He calls us to work as one so the world will know Him. Has God given you a dream to see His church established among a particular people group or a place in the world? I hope that you'll take some time this week to share your dream with others. You're likely to find that there are some things you can only accomplish by working together. A global resource website, the Synergy Commons, links those who are interested in kingdom collaboration. This site provides collaboration resources, case studies, video accounts of partnership, plus an opportunity to connect with like-minded believers around the world who share a common vision and want to explore the potential of partnering. I invite you to join the global movement for unity in the body of Christ. As we serve together as one, surely God's Spirit will be released to draw all people to Himself.